Books are as commonplace in the classroom as students are. In fact, it's rare when we enter a classroom and not see a child reading a book. Or maybe it isn't. Nowadays, books come in mediums that were non-existent when books first entered the classroom. So let's take a look at how the book has transformed from its beginnings in the classroom to today in The Evolution of Books in the Classroom by Vanessa McGee. Has anyone ever wondered why our grandparents and generations before can quote the Bible with such ease? That is because the Bible was the very first book in the classroom. It was used to teach basic skills. To learn to read, students would have to memorize and recite scriptures from the Bible. To work on penmanship, they would have to copy down scriptures over and over again. In 1690, the New England Primer was published by Benjamin Harris. He was the first textbook publisher in the United States. His textbook was based on the Protestant Tudor that was also published by him in England. There were over 2 million copies of this book sold in the 17th century, and it was used between 1760 and 1843. This 90-page book was used for beginning reading. It taught the vowels, consonants, double letters, and it also included religious maxims, acronyms, and moral letters. Before Houghton Mifflin, there was the McGuffey Reader, the first basal reading program. It was introduced to the classroom in 1836 and consisted of 6 readers that increased in difficulty. It was based on landmarks of world literature. In 1860, another basal reading program appeared. This one was published by the Scott Forsman Company and is perhaps the most famous. It was based on the Look and Say method, and most of his stories were based on 2 characters, Dick and Jane. 1896 brought about a significant change in the way books were presented, the big screen. George Dumarier's Gothic horror novel Trilby was turned into a silent film starring Clara Kimball Young and Wilton LeKay. As we all know now, it is rare now that a best-selling book not be accompanied by a movie. The 1950s gave way to yet another medium for the book, spoken records. Caedmon Records started the first recording of literature. On February 22, 1952, Dylan Thomas became the first author with a published spoken recording. The first recorded poem ever was Do Not Go Gentle in That Good Night. The B-side of the record contained a story read by Thomas, A Child's Christmas in Wales. In 1970, the spoken recording transitioned from vinyls to audiocassettes and at the turn of the century to compact discs, or CDs. The new millennium brought about the iPod, where unabridged versions of books could be uploaded and heard at the owner's convenience, and the Kindle by Amazon, where electronic books could be stored. The Kindle made its appearance on November 19, 2007 for a mere $399. This May, the Kindle DX was released. The DX can be turned on its side and the screen will flip as well. I'm pretty sure that once they are outdated, these will be found in the classroom. But no matter how many technological advances are made, let's hope that the idea of the book does not replace its actual existence. They're a lot easier to replace if you accidentally drop them on the floor.
Every man in this planet at least had to screw up once. And the thought of you leaving my life makes me wanna